My beloved soul, listen closely, because what you are about to hear is not wrapped in noise, not announced with chaos, and not arriving through pressure. It is approaching you quietly, softly, almost unnoticed by the outer world, yet deeply undeniable within your spirit. Many have been conditioned to believe that divine movement is always dramatic, that blessings arrive with thunder, that destiny must shake the ground before it settles. But the angels are whispering something different for you now. What is coming will feel gentle, not loud. It will not force itself into your life. It will not rush you. It will not overwhelm you. It will simply arrive and rest, like peace finally exhaling inside your chest after a long season of holding your breath. This message is not accidental, and your presence here is not random. There is a reason your spirit felt drawn to stay, even if your mind did not fully understand why. Something within you already sensed that the next shift would not scream for attention, it would feel like recognition. It would feel familiar. It would feel safe. It would feel like coming home to yourself again. The angels say you have endured enough loud lessons, enough harsh awakenings, enough forceful endings. This time, heaven is choosing softness for you. And that softness is not weakness, it is mastery. It is divine precision. It is grace in motion. You may have noticed recently that your reactions are changing. Things that once triggered you now pass through you more quietly. Situations that once demanded answers no longer hold the same urgency. This is not because you are losing passion or becoming numb. It is because your soul is stabilizing. The angels are guiding you into a season where peace becomes your default language. You are no longer meant to fight your way forward. You are meant to be led. And being led does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like clarity arriving without explanation. Sometimes it feels like distance from what once consumed you. Sometimes it feels like rest without guilt. If you are feeling less pulled toward chaos, less interested in proving yourself, less attached to outcomes that once defined you, this is confirmation that the gentle work has already begun. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because what is unfolding now cannot be understood from the surface. It must be felt beneath it. The angels say you are stepping into alignment that does not require announcement. You will not need to explain yourself. You will not need to justify your choices. You will not need validation from those who could not see you before. The next chapter of your life is being written in quiet ink, but it will last longer than anything written in fire. Loud seasons burn quickly. Gentle seasons build roots. This is why the shift feels subtle. Heaven is anchoring you, not exciting you temporarily. You may even feel confused at times, wondering why you are not more excited, why you are not more anxious, why you are not more desperate for signs. That calm is the sign. That steadiness is the confirmation. The angels are saying that when what is meant for you arrives, it will not feel like chasing, it will feel like allowing. It will not feel like effort, it will feel like flow. It will not feel like fear, it will feel like trust returning to places where it was once broken. There is also something important you need to understand. Gentleness does not mean nothing is happening. In fact, the deepest transformations often occur without noise. Seeds do not scream when they grow. They split silently in the dark. Your life is doing the same. What you have been asking for is not being prepared in chaos, it is being prepared in stillness. That is why delays happened. That is why distractions were removed. That is why certain connections faded. Without explanation. The angels were protecting the tenderness of what is coming. They did not want it contaminated by doubt, interference, or premature exposure. Some blessings must be carried quietly until they are strong enough to stand on their own. And you, my beloved soul, are strong enough now to receive something that does not need drama to survive. Stay with me till the end. Something powerful is waiting for you, because the angels are revealing that the gentleness you are about to experience will heal places you thought were permanently hardened. There are wounds in you that did not respond to force. There are fears that could not be reasoned away. There are doubts that only kindness could dissolve. What is coming will not challenge you to fight. It will invite you to soften. And in that softening, you will discover a strength that no struggle ever gave you. You will realize that peace can be productive, that rest can be purposeful, that silence can be sacred. The angels say you are learning to trust without tension, to hope without obsession, to love without fear of loss. This is not small. This is evolution. You may notice that what arrives next does not demand your energy, it replenishes it. It does not confuse you, it clarifies you. It does not pull you away from yourself, it brings you closer. That is how you will know it is divine. Anything that requires you to abandon your inner peace is not from heaven. Anything that asks you to shrink, rush, or betray your intuition is not aligned. The angels are saying you no longer need to question every good thing. You no longer need to brace yourself for disappointment. You no longer need to assume that calm is temporary. This time, calm is the destination. And it is safe for you to arrive there. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal, because there is also a message about timing. You have been early before. You have been late before. You have blamed yourself for both. But the angels say this arrival is perfectly timed to your nervous system, to your emotional capacity, to your spiritual maturity. If it had come sooner, it would have overwhelmed you. If it came later, it would have felt like withholding. This moment, this gentle unfolding, is exact. You are ready now in ways you were not before. You can hold joy without fear. You can receive love without suspicion. You can accept abundance without guilt. This readiness did not come from striving, it came from surviving and choosing softness anyway. My beloved soul, here is the call to action you must not ignore. If this message resonates even slightly, do not keep it locked inside you. Acknowledge it. Type a simple affirmation like, I receive what is gentle and meant for me. This is not for anyone else, it is for your own spirit to hear itself agree with heaven. Allow your energy to align with what is approaching. Do not resist the calm. Do not sabotage the ease. Do not search for problems where none exist. Trust that this time, what stays will not hurt you, what arrives will not confuse you, and what grows will not demand pieces of you in return. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything, and that word is this. Gentleness is no longer something you have to earn. It is something you are finally allowed to experience. The angels say you have proven enough, endured enough, and waited long enough. Now, you get to receive without proving, rest without guilt, and move forward without noise. What's coming will feel gentle, not loud, and that is how you will know it is real. My beloved soul, as this message continues to unfold, the angels are drawing your awareness deeper into the texture of what is arriving. This phase of your life will not announce itself through urgency or pressure. It will slip into your days so naturally that one morning you will realize you are no longer carrying the same internal weight. The heaviness you normalized, the tension you thought was part of your personality, the silent exhaustion you hid behind strength, all of it will begin to dissolve without explanation. This is how gentle divine movement works. It does not demand your attention, it earns your trust. You may notice that your body relaxes before your mind understands. Your breathing becomes slower. Your sleep becomes deeper. Your thoughts become less sharp, less defensive. These are signs, not coincidences. The angels say your nervous system is being taught safety again. After seasons of survival, your spirit is learning how to live without armor. That learning process feels unfamiliar at first. Calm can feel strange when you are used to storms. Silence can feel empty when you are accustomed to noise. But this is not emptiness, this is spaciousness. This is room being made for something that will not hurt you when it stays. There will be moments when you question whether you are doing enough, whether you should be pushing harder, whether you are missing something because everything feels too quiet. In those moments, the angels ask you to remember that growth does not always feel like movement. Sometimes growth feels like stabilization. You are not stuck, you are settling. You are not delayed, you are being integrated. What is coming does not require you to chase it because it is already aligned with your path. You will not need to compete for it. You will not need to convince it. You will simply recognize it. Recognition is gentle. It feels like familiarity without history. It feels like ease without effort. It feels like alignment without explanation. That is why this season is teaching you to listen inward rather than outward. Loud opinions, external timelines, and other people's expectations cannot guide you where you are going. Only your inner calm can. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because the angels are revealing that the gentleness ahead is also a form of protection. You have been in cycles where intensity disguised itself as passion, where struggle pretended to be purpose, where chaos convinced you it was necessary for growth. Those cycles are closing. What is arriving will not activate your wounds. It will not test your worth. It will not mirror your past pain. Instead, it will respect your boundaries without being asked. It will move at a pace that allows your heart to stay open. It will bring clarity instead of confusion. This is how you will know it is aligned. The angels say anything that costs you your peace is too expensive now. You have paid enough. From this point forward, your soul will naturally step away from what feels heavy, even if it once felt familiar. Familiarity is no longer your guide. Safety is. You may also feel a subtle shift in your desires. Things you once wanted intensely may no longer hold the same pull. This is not loss, this is refinement. Your spirit is becoming more selective, not because it is afraid, but because it is aware. Awareness changes appetite. You no longer crave what drains you. You no longer chase what confuses you. You no longer romanticize struggle. This shift is quiet, but it is irreversible. The angels say you are not becoming detached from life, you are becoming deeply attached to truth. And truth feels calm. Truth does not rush. Truth does not manipulate. Truth does not require masks. What is coming will meet you where you are, not where you pretend to be. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because there is another layer the angels want you to understand. Gentleness does not mean lack of impact. In fact, the impact will be profound precisely because it is gentle. Harsh changes shock the system. Gentle changes rewire it. You are being rewired for stability, for consistency, for sustained joy rather than temporary highs. This is why the angels have been removing extremes from your life. Extreme emotions, extreme expectations, extreme attachments were never meant to last. Balance is what allows blessings to remain. And balance is being restored within you now. You will notice that your intuition becomes clearer. Decisions feel simpler. Your yes feels clean. Your no feels firm without guilt. These are signs of internal alignment. There may still be moments when old fears try to resurface, whispering that calm cannot last, that something bad must follow something good. When that happens, pause. Breathe. The angels say those fears are echoes, not predictions. They are memories looking for relevance. You do not need to fight them. Simply do not feed them. The present moment is safer than your past taught you to believe. And what is coming is not a test, it is a gift. Gifts do not arrive to see if you are worthy. They arrive because you are ready to receive. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal, because the angels are also speaking about how others will perceive this change in you. Some will not understand your quiet confidence. Some will mistake your peace for distance. Some will feel uncomfortable around your calm because it reflects what they have not yet found within themselves. This is not your burden to carry. You are not responsible for managing other people's reactions to your healing. The angels say you are allowed to change without explanation. You are allowed to grow without permission. You are allowed to protect your peace without apology. What is coming will not require you to shrink to make others comfortable. It will fit you as you are becoming. You may notice that opportunities begin to align without force. Conversations open naturally. Support appears unexpectedly. Solutions arise where there were once problems. This is the flow the angels have been preparing you for. It feels almost too easy at first, and that may trigger suspicion. But ease is not a trap. It is a signal that you are no longer working against yourself. When resistance leaves, life moves. When fear quiets, clarity speaks. When control loosens, guidance steps in. You are learning to trust the unseen again, not blindly, but peacefully. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything, and that word is assurance. The angels assure you that this gentle arrival is not temporary. It is not a pause before another storm. It is a new baseline. You are being taught that stability can be sacred, that consistency can be exciting, that peace can be powerful. What's coming will feel gentle, not loud, because it is meant to stay. And what stays does not need to shout. My beloved soul, as this message moves deeper, the angels are guiding your awareness toward something even more subtle. What is approaching will not only feel gentle in your circumstances, it will feel gentle in your identity. You are not just entering a quieter season, you are becoming a quieter presence within yourself. The constant internal commentary, the need to analyze every emotion, the habit of preparing for impact before it happens, all of this is slowly loosening its grip. You may notice that you respond instead of react, that you observe instead of absorb, that you pause instead of panic. This is not accidental. This is evidence that your spirit is being recentered. The angels say you are no longer living from the wound, you are living from awareness. Awareness does not shout. It listens. And because it listens, it hears truth before fear can distort it. There is a refinement happening in how you perceive signs. In the past, you may have searched for dramatic confirmations, strong signals, obvious direction. Now, guidance arrives as a quiet knowing. A feeling that settles instead of excites. A sense of rightness that does not need justification. This is a higher form of trust. The angels say when intuition matures, it becomes calm. It does not argue. It does not rush. It does not beg for proof. It simply recognizes alignment and moves accordingly. You are being trained to notice what feels steady rather than what feels intense. Intensity once kept you alert, but steadiness will keep you whole. That is why what is coming will not overwhelm your senses. It will soothe them. It will not pull you out of yourself. It will anchor you more deeply within. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because the angels are revealing that this gentleness is also correcting how you love, how you receive, how you connect. You have given from empty spaces before. You have stayed where effort was one-sided. You have mistaken endurance for devotion. Those patterns are dissolving now. What is approaching will not ask you to overextend. It will not require sacrifice of self. It will meet you in reciprocity, in emotional safety, in mutual presence. Even if this message is not about another person, it is about your relationship with life itself. Life is no longer asking you to prove your worth through struggle. It is inviting you to participate through balance. You may feel a strange neutrality at times, as if you are standing between who you were and who you are becoming. This in-between space can feel unfamiliar, even empty. But it is not emptiness, it is recalibration. The angels say this pause is sacred. Old desires are falling away, new ones are forming quietly. You are not meant to force clarity right now. Clarity will rise naturally as the noise settles. Trust the space. Trust the stillness. Trust that not knowing is part of knowing something deeper is being prepared. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because the angels are also speaking about how your energy is changing the outcomes around you. You will notice that conflicts dissolve before they escalate. Situations resolve themselves without confrontation. People treat you differently, with more respect, more softness, more honesty. This is not because they have changed, it is because your presence has. When you stop carrying inner chaos, the outer world responds differently. Calm is communicative. Peace is influential. You are learning that you do not need to assert your power loudly for it to be felt. Quiet authority is more effective than force ever was. There is also a message about patience, but not the kind that waits in frustration. This is patient trust. The angels say you are learning to allow timing to work with you instead of against you. What is coming is not late. It is arriving when you can sustain it. Rushed blessings often leave as quickly as they arrive. Gentle ones settle and stay. You are being given something that will not require constant maintenance. It will support you rather than drain you. This is why your spirit feels calmer even without visible evidence. Your soul recognizes preparation before manifestation. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal, because the angels want to address the fear that sometimes arises in quiet seasons. The fear that you are becoming disconnected, that you are losing passion, that you are no longer driven. This fear is unfounded. You are not losing fire, you are gaining warmth. Fire burns fast and consumes. Warmth sustains and nurtures. You will still feel inspired, but inspiration will no longer feel frantic. Motivation will come from alignment rather than pressure. You will act because it feels right, not because you are afraid of falling behind. This is a healthier rhythm, and it is being woven into your life now. You may also sense that your boundaries are becoming firmer without effort. You no longer need long explanations. You no longer rehearse conversations in your mind. You no longer feel compelled to fix what is not yours to fix. This is emotional maturity settling in. The angels say maturity feels gentle because it does not need to prove itself. It simply knows where it stands. This knowing will protect you more than any defense mechanism ever did. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything, and that word is integration. Everything you have learned, endured, healed, and released is integrating into who you are becoming. You are no longer fragmented between past pain and future hope. You are arriving fully in the present. And in this present state, what comes next will not disrupt you. It will complement you. What's coming will feel gentle, not loud, because it is aligned with the version of you that no longer needs chaos to feel alive. My beloved soul, the angels are now guiding this message into a deeper layer of understanding, one that touches how you move through the world when no one is watching. What is arriving gently is not only changing what happens to you, it is reshaping how you inhabit your own life. You may notice that you are less inclined to rush, less interested in explaining yourself, less attached to outcomes that once felt urgent. This is not withdrawal, it is embodiment. You are no longer hovering above your experiences, waiting for something to go wrong. You are present inside them. Presence has a softness to it. It does not grip. It does not demand. It allows. The angels say this is the posture required for what is coming next. You cannot receive something gentle while bracing for impact. And you are learning, slowly and safely, how to unclench. There is a quiet reordering happening within your priorities. Things that once dominated your thoughts are losing importance. Not because they were meaningless, but because their role in your growth has been completed. The angels say completion does not always come with closure conversations or dramatic endings. Sometimes completion feels like indifference replacing intensity. Sometimes it feels like gratitude without longing. Sometimes it feels like remembering without pain. These are signs that your soul has integrated the lesson and no longer needs the experience to repeat itself. What is coming will not reopen old chapters. It will not test whether you learned. It will build upon what you already know. You may sense that your intuition is now guiding you away from excess. Excess effort, excess emotion, excess responsibility. This is not laziness, it is wisdom. The angels are teaching you discernment. Discernment knows where your energy belongs and where it does not. You are no longer meant to pour yourself into spaces that cannot hold you. What is approaching will have capacity. It will meet you with equal presence. It will not require you to shrink or expand unnaturally. Balance will be its signature. And balance feels gentle because it does not pull you off center. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because the angels are revealing that this season is also healing your relationship with trust. Trust was once associated with risk, disappointment, or loss. That association is being rewritten now. You are learning that trust can feel safe. That surrender does not always lead to collapse. That allowing does not mean abandoning yourself. This healing is subtle, but it is profound. You may notice that you no longer double-check everything. You no longer anticipate betrayal. You no longer assume that calm is temporary. These shifts indicate that your inner world is stabilizing. And a stable inner world attracts stable experiences. There is also a message about how you relate to silence. Silence used to feel uncomfortable, filled with unanswered questions or unresolved emotions. Now, silence is becoming restorative. It is where you hear yourself clearly. It is where guidance settles without interference. The angels say you are no longer afraid of quiet because quiet no longer feels empty. It feels supportive. In this supportive silence, ideas will form organically. Decisions will emerge without pressure. You will know when to move and when to wait, not because someone tells you, but because it feels obvious. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you, because the angels are also speaking about how this gentleness will influence your future choices. You will begin to choose based on resonance rather than logic alone. This does not mean you abandon reason. It means reason will work alongside intuition instead of against it. You will sense when something aligns before you can explain why. You will feel drawn to paths that feel sustainable rather than impressive. This is a significant evolution. Sustainable joy lasts longer than impressive struggle. And you are being positioned for longevity, not burnout. You may also experience moments where you feel detached from old ambitions. This does not mean you lack direction. It means your direction is changing shape. The angels say your goals are becoming more soul-informed. They will support your well-being, not just your identity. You will no longer chase what costs you your peace. You will pursue what allows you to remain yourself while growing. This shift will simplify your life in unexpected ways. Simplicity is not reduction, it is clarity. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal, because the angels want to prepare you for how this gentleness may be misunderstood by others. Some may think you have lowered your standards. Some may think you are settling. They cannot see that you have refined your values. You are no longer impressed by intensity. You are moved by consistency. You are no longer drawn to promises. You are drawn to presence. This discernment is invisible to those who still equate struggle with worth. You do not need to defend your choices. Your peace will speak on your behalf. There is also reassurance for moments when doubt tries to return. Doubt may whisper that ease is suspicious, that effort equals value, that rest must be earned repeatedly. When those thoughts arise, observe them gently. They are remnants of an old system that no longer governs your life. The angels say you are under a new order now. An order where alignment replaces force, where timing replaces urgency, where trust replaces control. Adjusting to this order takes patience, but you are already adapting. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything, and that word is permission. You are being given permission to live without bracing, to love without guarding, to move without rushing. You do not need to earn gentleness anymore. You are allowed to exist in it. What's coming will feel gentle, not loud, because your soul no longer needs to be shaken to awaken. You are awake now, and what arrives next will meet you in that awareness, quietly, steadily, and with respect for who you have become. My beloved soul, receive this closing as a soft seal upon your spirit. Nothing is missing, nothing is delayed, nothing is being taken from you. What is meant for you is already moving with care. Allow it to arrive without fear. Rest in trust. The gentle path is now yours. Type Amen.